The trail is long, and our rambler would like to rest. Looking at a map, the hiker wonders how long it will take him to reach his hiking goal. If only he had some idea of his average walking speed. He could have strapped a pedometer on his hip to keep track of his traveling distance. How to compute your stride using a pedometer. Expensive and newer pedometers will compute your step length for you, but older and cheaper models have to be calibrated manually. To find your average step length, use a tape measure to calculate the distance between the heels of your feet while walking. Do this several times until you determine an average distance between your steps. Next, set your step length on the pedometer. Clip the pedometer on your hip and you are ready to go. A pedometer works best on a paved surface. Unfortunately, a pedometer is not accurate on unpaved and uneven trails. Lucky for hikers, there are other ways to estimate a walking speed. If a hiker knows his walking speed, he can estimate how far he has traveled. The walking speed for humans on flat terrain can vary from 3.5 to 1.5 miles per hour. The average for a human is about 3 miles per hour. Finding your walking speed is relatively easy. The formula, total distance divided by total time equals average speed. Here are two ways to assess your normal walking speed. Many heavily used trails have mileage markers. The first thing to do is find a trail with distance markers. Use this marker as your starting point. Note the distance to the next marker. Usually the markers are a mile apart. Using a regular watch or stopwatch, note the time it is. Now walk to the next marker and record your completion time. In my case, it took 22 minutes for me to walk a mile. Using the formula, I know my walking speed is 2.7 miles per hour. If you do not have a known starting point, don't despair. Find a flat area and mark a starting and ending point by using a tape measure. For example, I measured off 500 feet. Next, using my watch, I timed myself walking to 500 feet 3 times and then computed my average walking speed. By this method, my walking speed was lower, around 2.5 per hour. Statistically, about the same as the other method. Of course, the heavier the backpack, the slower your speed. To see how much your load will slow you down, first weigh your pack, put it on, and time yourself walking a known distance. Use the distance time formula to see how fast your gait is, or use this equation. For every 1% gain of body weight, it will slow you down by 6 seconds per mile. If a hiker weighs 150 pounds and is carrying a 15-pound pack, on average, it will add 10 minutes to a 10-mile hike. The equation, 150 pounds divided by 15 pounds equals 10. 10 times 6 equals 60 seconds. 1 minute. 10 times 1 equals 10. So by using this formula, we know an extra 10 minutes will be added to our hiking goal. Rugged terrain and a decrease or increase in elevation will slow our walking speed. We can estimate how elevation will slow our hike by using the book time equation. On a hike with little to no elevation increase or decrease, an average person will cover a mile in 30 minutes. The formula, add an extra 30 minutes to every 1,000 feet in elevation per mile. Due to its simplicity, book time is the go-to formula used by many hikers. The problem with the book time method, it does not consider the roughness of the terrain. Come to think of it, I don't think any of these methods would work in rough terrain. But on most hiking trails, any of these methods would be a good way to keep track of your walking speed. Nowadays, most hikers carry a GPS system, so none of these methods are needed unless your battery dies. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Until next time, bye.